Darnell Mooney bobbling a ball at the goal line. He catches that 99 times out of 100. He didn't catch that one. Bears lose the football game 12-7. Does anybody remember coming out of that game what you would have thought if the Bears had Montez Sweat on their roster?
Right.
You would easily pay the price that you paid today. And this is not a guy whose performance has been up and down. This is a consistent performer, quality guy in the locker room. You desperately needed him. You traded a second-round pick for him. Once you made that move, you're all in. And the Bears signed him. So, I mean, to me, this is the logical play, and they did it. And, end of the day, I think Poles deserves credit.
He absolutely does. I mean, this has been an ugly season, no doubt about it. And it's fair to have doubts about the entire direction of this franchise, from GM to head coach to the, personnel. But at the same time, if you try to push aside just the embarrassment that has been this season, they are starting to build, and Corey Wooten talks about the trenches at length every Monday night on Bears After Dark with me. And now you've extended Andrew Billings, well-deserved extension for a guy that's been one of the few bright spots on this team and on this defensive line. Now you extend Montez Sweat before he plays a game. You have two rookies in Zach Pickens and Gervon Dexter that are intriguing at the very least, guys that can potentially develop into at least rotational pieces. You have a lot of money coming up this offseason and two top first-round picks that you can continue to bolster the trenches, bolster your defensive line. So while it isn't fun right now to be a Bears fan, the building blocks are starting to take place. Darnell Wright, Nate Davis, this last offseason, Montez Sweat, Andrew Billings here now getting extended. Keep adding to the trenches, and good things are going to happen. To me, when everyone was talking about, Mark Potash, and we love Potsy, but he said to Montez Sweat, you realize you got the Bears bent over a barrel. It was funny. And to an extent, he definitely had some leverage, but it wasn't like the Bears didn't have leverage as well. We've talked about it. Herb Howard's brought it up. Montez Sweat had every incentive to sign a deal too. To play without signing a contract is a risk when you're going into a contract year or potentially being franchise tagged, which no player wants to be. So both sides had incentive to get this done. And I'm impressed that Ryan Poles was able to get it done before a game was even played. But at the end of the day, when you look at the other side of the spectrum, Montez Sweat was smart to get this deal signed, because if anything happens to him, now he has financial security going forward. And let's hope nothing happens and he just continues to play the way we've seen him play in Washington over the last few years.